My name is Phong Chung. I live in the East Bay. I grew up in Oakland for most of my life. I came here when I was pretty little. Basically, you could say that I'm almost like an American-born Chinese, just because I grew up here and don't know much about my background up in the East when I was born in Vietnam. How I got here is pretty interesting because it took us a while, about almost a year to get here. And my parents escaped with me when I was like only a couple months old. So one thing about escaping a country is that you don't bring a baby boy or any kind of baby child with you because babies cry, and then when you're captured, you can be killed. What my parents did was they put me on sleeping pills, and that plan worked, and they were able to get on a boat safely. They left Vietnam. Along the journey, it was really an odyssey all throughout all the Southeast Asian countries there, because every Asian country somehow didn't want refugees into their countries. There was so much animosity between different countries around that time. Even among refugees, they were all divided. Thai pirates trying to loot us for what we have or what kind of money we brought with us. Thailand, who kind of put us on the refugee beach to not let us into the countries. Also Cambodia, there was things going on there, and they weren't very receptive to it. And then we went all the way down to Singapore to wait until we get assigned to a country because the embassy was there. I think at that time there was a different church group and different kind of nonprofit or people who are reaching out into the world and say we are willing to sponsor a couple of people. I think that's how it was worked, and then we were able to get here. Two crossroads in my life. At one point when we were meeting Thai pirates, the Thai pirates usually round out the people on a ship and they tie them up so they can loot them. They wanted me, because I was a boy, they wanted to raise me. They wanted to pick me up and take me to be one of their own. So at one point, my mom pinched me really hard so that I would cry a lot. And the pirates was asking my mom, why am I crying? I can't seem to get him not to cry. And my mom would tell him, oh, he's hungry. So the pirate asked, well, we have baby food, or we have food for him, so we can feed him. But my mom's like, it won't work because he needs a mom's milk. And do you have that? And the pirate says no. So they decided to give me back to my mom. So that was a turning point. I could have been a pirate now out in the sea. The second point was when we were in Singapore, my mom would be out there doing her laundry and hanging up the clothes, and she put me just on the side right by the living room where she can just see inside for a little bit. A lady next door, the neighbor, liked me so much for some reason. She just thought I was cute and she wanted me as her own. So she went sneak. When my mom wasn't around, she was sneaking inside and trying to take me. My mom saw it the last minute, luckily. She ran after her and they did a tug of war, and guess my mom won because I'm here today. Interesting enough, I could have been kidnapped and grew up in Singapore not knowing who my real family is. They say that, if you don't it feels like you earn your freedom and you appreciate more that way. So in terms of, being here, when you look back, you're like, yeah, it's all that hard work that we went through. We weren't born into it. I mean, I wasn't born into it because when I was born, the country changed already. But just knowing that what my family gone through, I appreciate them more. And what I came here, and it was all sacrifices that my family has made me even appreciate the freedom more. And not only that, just knowing that out there in the world, people are very supportive of our refugees and the boat people that are suffering makes me want to give back to the community as well.